Rajesh Palve, what do you make of today's price action in metals?
Good afternoon. Very strong, buying action in the previous week, and the follow-up buying is still continuing. And looking at the overall metal stocks, we believe that this momentum is likely to continue further higher from these level also. And from that peg, we like Tata Steel very much because if you look at the overall setup for Tata Steel, almost a consolidation of 5 month and range breakout is already there on weekly as well as on the monthly chart. So looking at Tata Steel, we believe that this momentum can continue towards 125, 130 zone in this uptrend. So Tata Steel is buy from metal space, and another stock which we like, that is National Aluminium. A very strong buying action we have witnessed in last couple of trading session, and now stock is approaching towards its 200-day moving average. So if stocks process above 85, 86 zone, then possibly this stock can scale up further higher towards 95 zone, which is the next level for National Aluminium. So again, stock has given a breakout of the last 6 month consolidation. So Tata Steel and National Aluminium, these two stocks are looking attractive from risk to reward point of view, as well as the range breakout is clearly indicating that these two stocks can move to the new trajectory on the higher side.
Steel and Nalco are the two top bets when it comes to the metal sector. But since we're talking about the metal sector and the big upgrade that has come in from Jefferies, let's go across to my colleague Vinny to understand what exactly their rationale is and what are the updated target prices on some of their top bets. Vinny, take it away.
Let's talk about why are they, seeing this couple of upgrades that they're coming in, and what are they liking in the metal space when it comes to Jefferies. They said that the metal prices actually appear to have bottomed out, and after almost a year of cautious view coming in on the metal space, they've actually turned positive on the Indian metal industry. Now, overall, they believe that China has actually started to ease the COVID policy, which will support its aligning property sector as well. And they believe the worst is over, coming in terms of the margins for the quarter in the Indian steel, as well as the bigger earnings cuts are now behind for most of the companies as well. So that is why what they've seen coming in is Tata Steel. They've upgraded to a buy from a previous hold. They've hiked the target price as well, coming in at 150 rupees from previously 95 rupees. Hindalco upgraded to a buy as well by Jefferies from a previous hold rating, as well as the target price coming in at 600 rupees. Previously, the target price was only 380 rupees, a sharp jump coming in terms of the target price that they're expecting as well. JSW Steel, they're maintaining an underperform rating, but they've hiked the target price for JSW Steel, coming in at 470 rupees from previously 385 rupees, what was the target price. And lastly, Coal India maintaining a hold, and they've hiked the target price for Coal India as well to 220 rupees per share.
Okay, so metals definitely shining in trading session today, but let's put the spotlight on some of the other counters which are buzzing on account of news flow as well. NCC is up as much as 9% because the company has reported the strongest single quarter order addition since Q3 FY22. Remember, they've received 5 orders in the month of December totaling to around 3600 crores, and it's now on track to deliver its FY23 inflow guidance of 16,000 crore, and this is the biggest single day gain that we have seen on the counter since April of this year. IRB Infrastructure is the other stock from the infrastructure space, which is zooming higher, 8% higher as we speak. At the entire nation level, we have seen that there has been highest aggregate road toll collection in the month of December. It jumped up by almost 34% on a year-on-year basis, plus a solid growth on a month-on-month basis as well. As a result, there is a rub-off impact on IRB Infrastructure. The volume is over 3 times the 10-day average, and it's the biggest single-day gain that we have seen in a lot of months as far as IRB Infrastructure is concerned. Lastly, and quickly talking about MCX, there is a bit of a downtick there, 6% lower. There's that overhang of lack of clarity when it comes to the long-term software infrastructure of the company. That's why ICICI Securities downgraded the stock this morning. They've cut the target price to 1669, and they are expecting that Q3 EBITDA will be lower by around 10% because of the higher software expense that the company will have to deal with. Nuresh, your take on some of these buzzers, NCC, IRB, MCX?
So very interesting. In a lot of all the infrastructure players are up today. It's not just IRB. There is HG Infra. There is PNC Infra. A lot of these companies have come up on the radar across the board. There have been some order wins for some of the companies. Out of these, HG Infra is the one which looks interesting, which has given a good move today. NCC continues to be one of the ones wherein a good correction took place. The stock gave a breakout about 75-80, went to 95 last month, dipped back to 75 to 80 band, and now has started again recovering. So this is a stock which could be structurally making a major move. Overall, a much bigger move starts in it above the 9500 mark. So any dips back to 85 to 83 would also be an addition point, and even at current levels, that would be a buy. So out of all these names, one is NCC, which looks interesting. HG Infra and KNR Construction are the other two names to be kept on radar, which are showing interesting chart patterns.
I'm just scanning through some names here. Tata Communication up 3%. You got price action which is constructive in Tata Metallics. That's about Interglobe Aviation. On a day when crude is up, Interglobe Aviation is actually making a comeback. The air traffic seems to be growing, and I think that's one of the factors why this one is going up. Do you track Tata Communication?
Yeah, looking at it very closely now, because finally after almost a year of consolidation, the stock is coming back. So it was a superb winner in 2020 to 21, topped out with the whole IT and
1500, I think, went to some thousand or something.
Went back to almost 900, sub 900 levels. Made a strong recovery all the way back to 1300 a couple of times in the last 3-4 months. Now 1300 to 1350 has been a major resistance zone. A month back also we saw a spike, a single day spike. It moved up 5-7% in the single day, went up to 1350 and again pulled back towards 1200. So if it can sustain about 1350, it would be a fresh start of a trend, and won't be surprised if that happens. We could be going towards a new all-time high in this case. So watching it very closely if it can sustain above the 1350 mark.
Okay, let's look at some of the other price volume action buzzers as well. SAIL in the entire metal pack is also doing quite well. It's the biggest single day gain that the counter has seen in the last 9 months. The volume is 3x the 20-day usual average as well. PNB Housing has seen a breakout from a key swing high level. It hit a fresh 52-week high on an intraday basis, and the volume again is almost 3x what we have seen over the last 20 days. Hindustan Copper has formed a bullish belt hold candlestick pattern. It's surpassed its 50-day moving average and 100-day moving average, and it's the biggest single day gain that we have seen on the counter since August of this year, and it's holding up with a gain of around 6%. Rajesh, your take? SAIL, PNB Housing, Hindustan Copper, what does the chart check suggest?
Very strong momentum we have seen in Steel Authority, and looking at the overall setup now, we believe that this momentum will continue. It can move further higher towards 95-98 zone. One should hold the position and now trail the stop loss at higher side towards 85 level. Even if you look at the PNB Housing, stock is now in process to form a rounding bottom formation on the weekly chart. And looking at the overall setup, we believe that this momentum can extend further towards 600 plus level in this continuation of this uptrend. Very strong buying action we have witnessed in last couple of weeks at the lower level. And looking at the daily setup, daily chart, we believe that one can hold with a stop loss of 540, and upside target is around 600, 615 from the for the PNB Housing. So these two stocks are looking very attractive. Even on the Hind Copper, there is a buying action is happening as whole metal pack is moving, and Hind Copper is also managed to give breakout of last 2-week consolidation. And looking at the price action, we believe that if the stocks continues to hold above 113 level, then possibly next target for Hind Copper should be around 125, 128.
Thank you, Rajesh, for that. Time now to slip into a very short break, but as we do that, we leave you with the word coming in.